Howdy folks, and welcome to a brand new reaction series. Today we're going to be starting up Adventure Time, but it's going to be a bit of a weird reaction series. See, typically when I start one of these, I start with episode 1. It's a show I've never seen before, I don't know anything about, and I just kind of start at the beginning and just work my way through. I've seen most of Adventure Time, I'm going to be real honest there, but hey, don't click off that video just yet. I have a plan and something I want to do. See, let me explain myself a little bit. I watched this show almost religiously in the early 2010s as it was coming out. This and Achewood kind of reshaped my entire vocabulary at the beginning of that decade. Just the way I talk, the way the show's written, I loved it. I fell in love with it, and like I said, I watched it as it was coming out. At a certain point, though, I kind of stopped, and I started to try to get back into it, but I was burnt out on the show, to be honest. I kind of realized I wasn't having too much fun watching. I'd like watch an episode and then be like, oh, I was on my phone the whole time. I didn't even really like pay attention. Oops. So I kind of just let it go and stopped watching it. And then the show ended, and then it had a couple specials, and now there's the Fiona and Cake spin-off series that's happening. And when I first started doing reaction content, I was like, if only I'd never watched the show. Not in a I didn't like it kind of way, but like, oh, it would be so great to do this for content kind of way. So I figured, why not kind of pick up where I left off? See, this is a very, very big, sprawling series. I think there's about 283 episodes in total. Keeping at it with about 2 episodes per video. I'd be doing this for about 3 years, folks. And especially for a series I've already seen most of, that's not gonna fly. So what I'm gonna do here today is I'm gonna revisit some of my favorite episodes, and also query y'all to ask, what are some of your favorite episodes that you'd like me to revisit? I've gotten some solicitations already, a couple things that I know I'm going to be doing, but hey, just leave those in the comments. The door's always open to do more of these kind of revisit episodes. But moving forward, after I do a couple of these videos, I'm going to be starting up with the mini-series that happened starting in Season 7. They had little chunks of 8 episodes in Season 7, 8, and 9 that kind of told what seemed to be a bit of a mini-series. So I'm going to watch Stakes, Islands, and Elements in full here on the channel, and then skip to the season finale. I'll watch the rest in between offline, don't worry, unless there's some big episodes that you'd like to see me cover in the meantime, in the interim between those. Let me know those as well. But that's kind of my plan for that. I'm going to watch the 4 Distant Lands specials and then pick up with the new Fiona and Cake series. Just start that from the beginning and just rip it all the way from there. So I've run this by a couple people who are big Adventure Time fans, and they said that sounds awesome. They agree they wouldn't want to see me watch, all the stuff I've seen already, because I don't know how much I could add to a typical episode, right? One that I've already seen. There's moments of greatness in this series, but also some episodes that just make the eyes roll in the back of my head. Like anything with lemon grab, I'm just not a big fan of. Episodes like James or Root Beer Guy. They killed Root Beer Guy off screen. Spoilers for one of the later seasons, but like he had a whole episode dedicated to him, and then all of a sudden, like in one of the episodes, they're like, R.I.P. to Root Beer Guy, and the episode ended in memoriam to him. Okay. The James episodes I didn't like, but then you get random moments of greatness, like I said, and it's hard to know when those are going to happen and what episodes I'm just going to be like, that was fine, and just kind of watch through. So I think the mini-series would be a good kind of place to add commentary and kind of take in a big story, as it were. And then the finale as well, and just kind of go from there. So let me know what you think of that business plan, kind of. Everyone I've talked to seemed pretty positive about it, but I'd like to know what you, the community at large, thinks. So Adventure Time, like I said, I'm sorry this is a super long intro. I just have to get a lot out there because this is the first of the series that I'm doing. My favorite character is Marceline, just to get that out the way. She's wonderful. I love her. Stakes seems like it's going to be pretty focused on her, which I'm super psyched that the first new stuff I'm going to be watching is pretty Marceline focused. Super big on that. I dressed up as Finn for Halloween one year. If I can find the picture, it's right here on the screen. As well as one of my friends, I guess this doesn't count as fan art, like friend art, drew me in the style of Adventure Time, which if I can find that picture is also right here. And I have on the shelf behind me, if I can, right back there on the 3DS shelf, you can't really tell what that is, but that is a video game. I think it's called like Adventure Time, Hey Ice King, Why'd You Steal Our Garbage? Just look that up on price charting. That steelbook, it's in a little steelbook to make it look like the Enchiridion a little bit. It's worth about $60 these days. The game itself is okay. I played through it like once and I was like, yeah, that was fun. Moving on. Maybe I should revisit it at some point. It'd be hard to do it for the channel being a 3DS game, but I just want you all to know that I was deep into Adventure Time, and it's a series that I do genuinely love a lot. And so I guess that leads me into, I have a lot of episodes that I also love a lot. So the 3 we're going to be watching today, if you couldn't tell by the name of the video, the chapters on the video, the thumbnail to the video, any indications, we're going to be watching The Eyes, which is an early season 2 episode. We are going to be watching Hitman, which is, I think, early in season 3, and then all the way into season 6, one of the last late episodes that I ever watched that I truly loved. Thanks for the Crabapples, Giuseppe. I don't know how these fare in the community. I don't know if anyone remembers Giuseppe or anything like that. But that was an episode I remember loving and haven't watched for quite some time. Hey, like I said, there's a lot of other episodes I was real close to picking. It came from the Nightosphere, which I think is right before The Eyes with Marceline's dad. Wonderful episode. Also right after Thanks for the Crabapples, Giuseppe. I don't know how they do, like, sometimes they just have back-to-back bangers that are just incredible. But there's an episode called Princess Day, which is absolutely wonderful as well. You know, my mind's blanking. There's just so many dang episodes. Freak City, the Magic Man's introduction, another favorite of mine. There's a lot of episodes. So like I said, there's a lot of potential for revisits. So if any of those sound good to you, any of your personal pet favorite episodes, like I said, leave those in the comments below. But I think that's about all I want to say for the intro. Sorry this was so long, folks, but like I said, I had a lot to get through. Hey, if you're new here on the channel, thanks for being here. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you see when new Adventure Time episodes come out, as well as leave a like on this video. I'm hoping for the first one of these, this one does pretty well. If anything, the Bluey revisits taught me that revisiting stuff can go pretty well, so hey, hi Adventure Time fans. If you are new here, once again, the best thing you can do for me is to click on my channel, click on the playlist tab, and see if any other shows I've reacted to suit your interests. If you're here watching Adventure Time, I'm sure you're gonna find something. I have Patreon if you want to see these early uncut. As of I'm recording this right now, I'm about 2 weeks ahead on the editing, so if that, I usually watch and then go straight to editing. So if you want to be about 2 weeks ahead, hopefully by the time this hits the main feed, there's a Patreon link in the description below. Follow me on Twitch, join my Discord channel, links for all that in the description. Now we're fully ready to go. Let us get started with Adventure Time Season 2, Episode 2, The Eyes. Starting up in 3, 2, 1, go. And this intro is just so iconic, man. This is just that kind of intro you see and you always know that you're in for a good time. By the way, my tea in the fantastic Mr. Fox mug is some sleepy time today. And once again, right as the episode proper is about to start, I mentioned this in my Hilda reactions, but that show does, you know, a custom title card for each episode. And as I was talking about that I love that so much, the biggest example I thought of was Adventure Time. Look at this art for The Eyes. That is some sick art. I love that there's always this big, like, creative piece of art that most of the time has something to do with the episode. That's not necessarily what this episode has in store for us. It's literally evocative of the title, The Eyes, even though the eyes are like one of the least important things about this dang episode. But I just love that, like, each episode has like a little piece of art that only gets seen for about 2 seconds here. But it's lovely. I love it. I know a friend who had several prints that he had ordered of these title cards that he had framed and put up on his wall. I have no idea if he still has them, but he did. Every time I went to his apartment, it was a joy to see. But now, let's finally get into the episode proper.
Man, why am I so sleepy?
Dude, we've been up for like 7 days.
It's a long time to be up. Until they run through a montage of what they did.
First, we rescued the slime princess from the ghost ship Vortex.
Places that we never see.
Fire dragon.
Also, that does not look like a dragon. Are those nipples?
And we went to LSP's quinceanera.
Oh, no way. You guys made it.
We rescued Wildberry Princess from the Ice King.
I just want to be happy.
Poor guy. Ice King is another one of my favorite characters.
Fed that duck.
Not quite a Gunther level,
I'm
but
exhausted,
still.
but happy.
Good night, buddy.
Good night.
And then they went to bed, and nothing else of import happened in the episode. Don't you hate that when you just can't get comfy, though?
Hey, Jake,
Yeah?
can you sleep?
No.
Okay, it never takes me that fast to fall asleep.
I've got the strangest feeling that we're being watched.
I have that same strange feeling right now. You people at home are watching
Why
me.
is that horse staring at us?
Once again, the sound mixing on that every time they cut to the horse is so good.
Man, I just want to go to sleep.
And once again, like I said,
Sleep with that horse
the
watching
eyes
me.
are not the
Let's just
most
go to the
important thing about that horse.
Out of sight, out of mind.
But still, what else do you call this episode? Do you call this episode The Horse? No, that's not really evocative. You remember the eyes, you wouldn't remember the horse.
Why won't it stop?
I guess its eyes were shown in that little shadow back there.
Let's just go push him off that hill or something.
Wait, Elias, get to
And I
leave.
love how quickly
Sure, man.
Jake resorts to violence.
Hey, get out of here, horse. I want to go to sleep and you're creeping me the math out.
All right, just to pause right here. Two things. Number one, since like I said, I've caught up to the end of season 6 where I'm at right now. Finn's voice sounds so different. Like you can tell he's so much, I mean, obviously like 4 years younger. His voice has matured a whole lot since here. So going back to a super earlier episode, it's just jarring to hear really young Jeremy Shada talking. But number two, one of the reasons why I picked this episode, and I wanted to just elaborate on it here, is more so than almost any other Adventure Time episode, I think this one is just the most consistently really funny. Like there's just bits happening left and right, just like silly little things. Just how quickly Jake resorted to violence makes me smile. And just like the bits just don't end throughout the whole episode. This is, I think, like the funniest episode, which is why I wanted to start with it.
Pardon me, horse. I beseech thou to split from mine land this night.
I'm just gonna do that for the whole rest of the thing every time the horse is on screen.
Okay?
Forget it, man. This horse is whack. It's got poo brain.
That's one of the things. I said this show reshaped my whole vocabulary. Whack with poo brain was something I said a lot back in the day. It's such a good phrase. Yo, he is sweating buckets already.
This.
But you pushed Jake too far.
Also, they really used the phrase math a lot more in these earlier seasons, didn't they? They kind of stopped doing that as
Shouldn't
much.
creep us out from way over there.
I want to marry my bed.
Me too.
I'm telling lady.
Huh?
Yo, that horse is fast as hell, too.
More. No more.
Just the way,
going?
no more.
An idea.
Oh yeah, here's where the eyes come out from under the
I
thing.
did it.
Look, man.
I love how he hadn't even done it yet, but Finn knew. He said, look.
Blindfold. Why are you messing with us, huh?
Jake! That horse is whack with poo brain.
Yeah, I know, Finn. I diagnosed this horse with whacked out poo brain 5 minutes ago.
That's 3 poo brains in
Poo
this
brain
episode.
means we can learn away
4
from you
poo
using
brains.
music. Everything brainless likes music.
The more you know.
True. You're a genius.
Even I forgot the arm that just spells out yo. See, I told you, the jokes just come like faster and faster. Like just referring to a horse as being whack with poo brain is just a really funny turn of phrase. And then, you know, and there's about to be something funny right here that he's about to say too. But just his arm spelling out yo, they didn't need to do that, but that's funny as hell.
Prepare to be lured.
Little Moonlight
Follow me,
Sonata.
horsey.
Also, the animation on that's really good as he's walking away.
Not luring.
Beethoven's not luring
Beethoven.
enough for you, is it? Well, how about some Mozart?
I still to this day will sometimes call Mozart Mozart just because of Jake in this episode. I told you, reshape my entire vocabulary.
Hey, stop! Huh? Oh, nuts. Ah!
Oh, I was trying to see if the snake spelled something out. Once again, resorting to
I'm
violence.
so tired, Finn.
I feel like I'm just smiling this entire episode.
And a giant hawk. Ah! To kill him.
That entire just spin around. Yo, this episode is so funny.
Swoop down gently and take him away to a
I've seen
land
this
of
episode
sunshine
so
and
many
bust off and
times.
Take care of him.
Whoa, that sounds awesome.
Why is Finn so short there? Hold on. Did you see Finn in that last shot? Like, look at my boy here. Look how little he is. Also, once again, Jake resorting to violence. But just like, this episode is so good. Like, if this is not in like your top 5 favorite episodes, I need to know what is, because how is this not? This one is so freaking funny, dude. And like I said, I've seen this episode. It's been a while. I started my rewatch like back in before I even started making reaction content. I caught COVID and was like, well, let me just start rewatching Adventure Time to eventually catch back up to here. I got through all of season 1, started season 2, and then just stopped. I think probably just as soon as I got through this one. I think I just really wanted to watch this episode again and just knew I had to get there. So I haven't seen this since summer of 2022. And then my rewatch, I basically just started at season 5 because I figured that's where I wouldn't be the freshest. But that it's taken me like a full year to watch seasons 5 and 6. So I'm there now. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go for the new ones. I promise, folks. But let's get back to the eyes.
Come and get it, Hobbs!
Come and get it.
Easy,
Stupid, not
not
moving,
bunny.
easy to
Come on,
catch
Hobbs,
bunny.
let's go!
Stupid, dumb, not moving bunny, I think Finn said. And that's very much just a guy's voice going, "Caw!" It's probably D. Bradley Baker.
There they are! They see our commotions!
Our commotions.
Here.
Yo, I don't know what they were on when they were writing this. And then, of course,
Grab a good hold and fly away.
they just start pecking Finn and Jake.
The bunny!
That's still funny, but it's probably like the least funny bit of the whole episode. And it's still pretty funny. I love how aside from its tongue sticking out and its eyes poking out from under the blindfold, they never actually saw that horse move at all.
Oh, good night,
It just
buddy.
freaked them out that bad. Then, of course, there it is.
It's in our house now! Wait a minute, dude. Can't you see what
This horse is tearing
doing?
us apart, Lisa.
It's tearing us apart.
Oh man, you're right. This horse is bringing us together now. This horse is a blessing.
What? Dude, you've lost it!
Yo, Finn's proportions in his Jamies just look so weird in almost every shot.
The horse is tearing us apart again.
It's about time I showed this horse who's the man.
And then, I think this is the funniest part.
Do.
Say that to me again.
What are you going to do?
Do. I'm gonna kick that horse in the bottom.
There's no reason for any of this, but it's so one funny thing after the other. And then, of course, I was howling with laughter the first time I saw this.
I should go.
Because that was like the last thing I was expecting.
That's not.
Okay, and now it's Finn that's resorting to the violence
Here's your
first.
sword, dude.
Thank you.
Aw, old Finn sword. It's been so long.
Tell us why you were spying.
I promise there's a good reason. Oh yeah, and doesn't he just try to conjure all the ice they have? But they don't have like hardly any.
Using his ice powers.
Yo, all the times we see him just creating ice bolts and all that kind of stuff. And here now it's just ice telekinesis.
Yes. What if you have guests? Yes. Bring their own ice.
Yo, can you imagine having to bring your own ice when you go to places, parties?
I was watching you to learn how to be happy.
What?
I love that was set up earlier in the
I would
episode.
like to be happy like
And now
you
it pays
guys,
off.
But I have pity on me.
I
I've been
do.
so sad and miserable.
I've learned so
I
much about
cry
you,
all the
Simon.
time.
I do have pity on you.
Whenever I see you two, you always look so happy.
Yo, the disrespect to just go outside of his house to do that.
All I observed was you two arguing over how to get rid of me.
I mean, to be fair, if they knew it was you, they'd be doing the same thing, right?
Hey, are you sleeping?
Arguing how best to deal with you.
Is this it? Sleeping?
It does help, to be honest.
I'm still not happy.
What a tragic ending to that episode. I do want to pause on the voices real quick just to see if D. Bradley Baker shows up in additional voices. I'm going to assume that he was... I think I missed additional voices. Oh well. We will just assume that was D. Bradley Baker then. That was the birds. Yeah, that episode is just like, you know, even though I had seen it so many times, it's still just like absolutely destroyed me, left and right. It's just so damn funny, dude. Like I said, I think that one is not a hot take for being one of the best episodes. I would hope so. I mean, there's so damn many episodes that everyone's gonna have a different favorites list. But I'm really hoping that there's not a single person watching this video that said, "Why did you pick the eyes?" One other thing I wanted to say. We saw the Finn's original sword, his yellow sword. That 3DS game, the 3DS Adventure Time game, that special Enchiridion edition, came with a little 3DS stylus that's shaped like Finn's sword. And now, like I said, he's like 3 swords removed from that one at this point in the series. So really brought me back to see that one. But hey, I hope that was good. We are going to... I had a lot of fun watching that one anyway. This one I have not seen in a long time, but I remember it being very good. This is season 3, episode 4, titled Hitman, and it has a very funny premise. And if I remember correctly, one of the funniest like sequences in the entire damn show. There's so many great like single moments that the show produces that like I think my favorites, the videos I've favorited over the years on YouTube, is just at a certain point it's just full of just single moments from Adventure Time, like when one of my favorite line deliveries of all time, Princess Bubblegum saying, "What's the magic made out of? Ding dong." I'm sure I'm putting that in right here. How's my imitation? But yeah, it's just so many great out of context moments. And this, if I remember correctly, this episode definitely has one of the funniest ones of the whole show. But let's start up Hitman, starting up in 3, 2, 1, go. And once again, them in the crosshairs. Great little art piece there. Is this Breakfast Princess? Yeah. That's cool. I never really noticed the design of her place.
Breakfast princesses.
Princesses?
Hey, Finn. I got another Ice King situation here.
That smile.
How many times have we warned you about using love potion?
That's why I'm using honey.
Even here, like Finn's voice sounds a lot.
Yeah, you stink so much, I'm gonna ground you for a week.
What? You can't do that.
Sounds a lot
You're
older.
grounded for 2 weeks. 3 weeks.
Oh, snap!
Doesn't he go to 1,000 weeks or something after this?
Do anything.
4 weeks.
That face is so good.
Okay.
I love that he just agrees with it. I think I'm thinking of a different episode.
What's up
It
with
might
the
have been
peace
Lemon
sign?
Grab.
Oh, I was just trying to show you how many weeks you got.
So good.
Get out of here, bubble butt.
He does have a bubble butt. Yeah, this show is full of butts. I think I was confusing this with another episode. I think it might have been a Lemon Grab episode where he sentenced someone to 1,000 years dungeon or something like that.
I'm so mad.
That's where I thought Finn was going.
Just hit them. If only I could hit them without leaving the castle.
Yep. I need to download Tor browser to access the dark web.
I-T-M-A.
Yeah, just a man who hits, right? Scorcher.
Perfect. Dear Mr. Scorcher,
Did you just assume his gender?
I love the Ice King.
Yo, that less than 3 though. Yo, that was fast.
Whoa, you are fast. And quiet.
Who shall I hit?
Oh, paperwork.
You're not an elf.
Finn and Jake.
They're the only Finns and Jakes in existence. Once again, fast. Everyone on the show has dang fast travel.
What's he doing? What the? I hired a hitman, not a fireman.
No, a fireman lives in the Black Lodge and tells you how to find Laura Palmer.
Mine's whack.
Well, put some meat in there.
What kind of meat is that?
That's Meat Man's meat.
Do you think it hurts Meat Man when he gives us his meat?
I don't know.
He gets off on it. Not Meat Man's meat.
You got. Hey, there you are. What's that? I already signed that. I thought I told you to hit them, not burn them alive.
Just hit them to death,
It's
please.
almost like you want to kill them. Lucky for them, I stopped the fire. You know what happens when you're burned alive? Your eyeballs explode.
I think that's true. The vitreous fluid inside of your eyes like comes to a boiling point, right? I know that's morbid, but I think it's true. Well, up until this point, they were getting a good night's sleep. Unlike the last episode. Oh. That's awful, actually.
Ice wind. No.
Yo, if I had Ice King blowing cold air in my room when I slept...
Me man, I'm sorry, me man.
I'm the kind of guy that still has the fan on high in the coldest of winter. Gotta have that cold air circulation
I am just
going.
A dream. How clear can I be? All I want you to do is hit them on the shoulder or something.
You have invoked Scorcher's wrath.
I get it. Here's double the grease to not kill Finn and Jake.
Oh.
How about this prize piece for your pad?
I wanna live. I wanna live.
Not the best thing to give to a hitman, right?
How about these bad boys? Night vision X-ray goggles. For
I got them from Buffalo Bill's house.
at least renegotiate the target. You
Oh, no.
favorite princesses. What about Lumpy Space Princess?
Oh, no.
Ghost
I don't want to get hit, Ice King. That's my LSP. Sorry if it sucks.
right? Let's
Oh.
hit the Hitman, right? It's gotta be
I forgot.
Blastronaut. #1 solution for all
99.95.
problems. Sheesh, 99.95.
Yo, Ice King's a Matt
That's
guy.
nuts.
Yeah, he accepts it and then just gets completely washed, right? Yep. That little goblin booty. See, I told you this show is just full of butts.
Ooh, that was weird. Look, a supermodel. Look, a hoverboard. Someone got hit in the boing loins. Hit in the boing loins.
It's so good.
boing loins. Boing loins. Somebody got hit in them.
And then he looks. That's my favorite part. Is that after all that, after he says boing loings like 4 times, Scorcher's like, okay, what?
I had a dream about Meat Man. I think I'm gonna stop eating Meat Man.
I hired a guy to kill you by accident. What? I thought he was gonna just hit you in the gut and make you spit up your lunch.
I mean, that's still kind of
Well,
bad, but
I froze him in ice, but I think he's free now because he's made out of fire. Or he commands fire, maybe?
not really clear. Can he hire Scorcher to kill Scorcher?
Come on, man, let's get out of here.
I guess you can call Jake Scalder. It's the best pun you're gonna get out of me all night.
Something, he's getting close. Go faster, man.
Oh, there's the snail. I saw the snail. I don't remember if the snail was evil at this point.
You alive?
Ice King's line deliveries are so good. I guess you could say Tom Kenny was on fire when he did that. Also, hey, I think a little animation error. I'm gonna try to pause it on it. I'm sure I could put up a lot easier in. Yeah. I'm sure it's a lot easier to put up in editing. But as the frame is shaking around here, you can see a little like guideline on the side for where the frame is supposed to be. And as it's shaking in and out of frame, you can like see where it's supposed to line up for the thing. I've never noticed that. I don't know if that's an error or just like they're like, well, we gotta put some shake on the screen. Oh well, don't even think about the consequences. So what? They're gonna see the guideline for like 2 frames. But that's an interesting little thing. But it's not happening here when they're under the dome.
I'm gonna kill you guys. And after we fool that fool outside.
And I don't see from here in this wider shot either. Now I'm just trying to pay attention to the animation. I'm not even paying attention to the episode anymore. Got him.
You'll thank me later. Look, they're dead. I killed them myself.
They're very dead.
Dead.
Yo, how'd he do that though? This is like Jotaro versus Dio. Finn has a stand that's holding his heart in place. And we never saw Scorcher again. Wait, what did that say? Echoes of past events nudge the tiller on my present course. I await its Reflection in the future. Poetic. Sign Scorcher. Yo, Ice King's so nasty.
Guess what? You're grounded. Underneath my butt.
Technically, his boing loings too, right? Nice. That was a great episode. I'm glad I picked that one. Good solid choice, Tallman. Thank you, Tallman. Yeah, that one was, you know, it's not as riotously funny at all times like the first one was, but like I said, I think that I think The Eyes is just a really special episode, just as far as like how often, how quickly the bits come. Yeah, just a really good, solid, really funny episode. Just real glad to have watched it again. I forgot a lot of the finer details of it, but just, man, that someone got hit in the boing loings, that bit like has stayed with me for like the 14 year. When did that come out? I guess season 4 would have been like 2013, about 10 years or so. Someone got hit in the boing loings has just been like somewhere in my memory vault, which Adventure Time reference right there. It's just been in there like this whole time. And I think it's wonderful. But now, maybe the most controversial pick of the night. Like I said, I don't know how the community at large feels about really any of these episodes, especially these later ones. Like, you know, some of these ones, you go back and you see the Boing Loings clip and you'll see all these comments saying like, oh, I was rolling when he said this. This is the funniest thing in the whole show, you know, all this stuff. You know, that was back in the day when I was looking up little clips on YouTube here and there and stuff. Thanks for the Crabapples, Giuseppe. Is, you know, like I said, I watched it in a void as I was trying to catch up on the show, and it was really shortly after this that I just kind of stopped watching and just kind of gave up on everything. I'm trying to remember the last episode that I remember seeing back in the day. I think it might have been Joshua and Margaret Investigations. So just like 3 episodes after this. Like I said, right after Giuseppe, Princess Day was another one of my favorites, which I also see Breakfast Princess in the thumbnail for this this episode as well. So maybe someday I'll watch Princess Day. But I remember that one just being a Marceline and Lumpy Space Princess buddy adventure kind of thing. A really weird team up that you just don't see too often. It was a really good, sweet, fun episode. But we're not here to watch Princess Day. We're here to watch season 6, episode 13. Thanks for the Crabapples, Giuseppe. Starting up in 3, 2, 1, go. I'm almost out of tea. That's the problem. When I watch 3 Bluey episodes for a video, all of those are like 7 minutes long. These are all 11, so this one's ended up a little bit longer, but I'm sure it's going to be good when it's all said and done. And once again, that art has like nothing to do with the episode, just about. Like, as much as I love this one, I don't think I would want that. Didn't even have Giuseppe in it.
Road trip.
And for this,
Check out this sweet makeout wagon. Life-giving Megas, bro.
Yo, yo, yo!
oh yeah, him.
Oh, Ron James, bro.
What's up?
He's the guy who Princess Bubblegum said, "What's the magic made out of, ding dong?"
Name's Little Dude.
Too.
Sure. Hey,
I don't know if I know Leaf Man. I know the little dude is from his hat,
who's this guy?
Giuseppe.
I don't know. We just picked him up, kind of thing.
So I know most of those others have been
Oh,
in other
you
episodes.
Giuseppe.
Damn, Giuseppe.
That's right, Giuseppe.
Let it all out. Yo, what are they driving through this
Okay,
neighborhood?
Ron James, it's time.
Where is this? What kingdom is
Listen
this?
up, bros. Here's the plan.
It's made out of magic.
Butt rock. At sundown, we'll gather on the Cheeks Peak.
Cheeks
Using
Peak
the
is so
ahas
good.
Deep, we will chant a totally original spell, thus forming an entirely new school of magic.
Oh, I guess technically
Kinda like
that in the air was what was in the little title card.
Just got one more stop.
Also, I love Abracadaniel. He's kind of pathetic, but I love
Finn
him.
and Jake's crib?
They're probably gonna try to lure us on some dumb trip.
Hey, water nymphs. Hi.
You know, they're hardly ever used in the show, too, anymore.
Road trip?
No thanks.
What if I?
Once again, ew.
Hey, ladies. Hello.
Whoa. Do you guys know this person?
Yo, Ron James got the
Eyes are just
Riz.
gorge.
That was his name, right? Ron James. Oh, his eye twinkles are made out of magic, ding dong. Oh no, they did want to go. I forgot.
Here we go.
Why'd we stop?
I think
First
we
part of the
ran out
trip.
gas.
Oh no. First rule of any road trip.
Wheels fell off.
Yo, what is this? The Bluesmobile? First rule of any road trip: get gas right at the start.
Draw your inspiration from this muddy old cow pasture.
Ugh.
Here,
But watch
bro,
out for the
we got a
pies.
Full stock of TP and magic ink.
Let's all write down arcane cryptic words and
Should I have grabbed a
unexpected new
roll for
combinations
this?
and patterns.
Hey, check it out, y'all. The dirty old stranger's writing too.
What's all the ruckus?
I love Giuseppe so much.
Pastor, so get back in your vehicle and get!
Is that Lemon Grab's voice actor?
Back on the vehicle. I'll make a slick ice road.
Oh, good job, Ice King. Just propulsion via ice.
I can't really see.
I think that is Lemon Grab's voice actor. Sounds like him, just less annoying. I can do the same thing with rainbows.
I ran out of juice.
Can I take over?
Yeah, maybe you should.
Yo, literally a rainbow
Let's
road.
switch headgear.
Oh no. Oh, that's not good.
Everyone, time to push the bus.
It's not the water nymphs, right?
I don't really want to.
Come on, Destiny.
You know, he could technically touch the bus and turn it alive. And then maybe, hopefully, it would walk. I know the things he touches and turns alive don't always go the right way, but
Crabapple tree.
still.
Giuseppe, make yourself useful and grab us some of them crab apples.
Come on, go faster, Giuseppe.
Oh no! Giuseppe can't catch up!
Giuseppe, throw the crab apples.
No, he's not even walking. Oh, Giuseppe.
Giuseppe,
Godspeed, old guy.
we have lost Giuseppe.
Thanks for the crab apples.
Well, let's see what old Giuseppe wrote.
Isn't it like a beautiful, deep poem?
Listen to this, everybody. These are not my teardrops, daughter dear, but just the sheen of dew that lingers here, past other fields where other fathers lie, who kept their daughters better far than I.
Also, that different
What do you
art
guys
style
think?
for that. Yeah, even the water nymphs.
What's wrong with you guys? Going on, guys?
It's just
Ice
okay.
King!
Hey,
I
it's
see
Butt
the
Rock.
Butt Rock.
The hour.
I love Butt Rock. Go watch my video about Creed.
Nakanista, Dorowin Namrash.
Yo, he still has magic even without the crown. Yo, he cast that melatonin spell.
So good down here. What's cooking?
It's my last sip of sleepy time tea. Bottoms up, folks.
Girls, we can help.
I was gonna say they're in their element, literally.
Okay. Let's get out of here.
Bye.
Oh, don't go. Let me try this.
Oh, Grog! I can't swim!
A little too late, buddy. I suggested it like 5 minutes ago. Oh, I forgot he can take life back.
I was hoping it wouldn't come to this. My last resort posh. It's time to find out what it does.
Smoke him if you got him, right?
Slow, Jack.
Oh, no. Okay. Yo, he's not even paying attention.
Yoink. Take my head away from here, baby.
If we
What a
all
tragic
just surrender
potion.
To these events, the answer will reveal itself. Whoa!
Oh, wait, isn't it?
Hey, it's Giuseppe!
Yeah, I forgot. He did come back. A Deus Ex
How
Giuseppia.
have you done this?
That's got to be what I put on the thumbnail, isn't it?
What was he?
I don't know, Abracadaniel, but I think he was trying to show us something.
You know, for what I'm assuming is just because he hasn't shown up since here. Granted, it's only been about half a season. I'm assuming we never see him again.
See you at the secret thing tonight.
Loser.
Dang. But you have your new little coven. The Giuseppe coven. Giuseppe. I love that episode. Is like just a warm blanket for me, man. I love that one. And yeah, like I was starting to say, for a character that I'm assuming only shows up in this episode and this episode alone, I just love Giuseppe. I would love if he comes back again, but I feel like the odds of that happening are like probably 0. I'm not going to put it on my bingo card. I am making a full-on bingo card for the rest of Adventure Time. So I know my typical other bingo cards are typically just 5 predictions, but I got 24 predictions in a free space, baby. And that free space is Time Adventure Making Me Cry, because I've heard that song before and it's beautiful and it makes me cry every time I hear it. So that's basically the free space for my bingo card, but I'll share that once I start stakes. Want to keep these revisit episodes just kind of clear. I mean, I see that the recording time here is about 53 minutes already, so yikes. We'll see how much of this actually makes it to YouTube. But hey, that last episode, like I said, it's just a cozy, warm blanket episode that I love it. It's not really funny, hardly at all, especially compared to the other 2 we watched, but it's just one that I love so very, very much. It just makes me happy when I watch it. So I hope it made you happy as well. We're at the end of this one. So like I said before, let me know what you thought of these 3 that I picked today, because I think I picked pretty good ones. And like I also said, leave episode titles in the comments here so I can know what you want to see me revisit in future videos. I'm going to do one revisit here in 2 weeks from this going up. And then after that, I'm going to start up stakes. So I want to give this episode time to go on the feed and give myself time to, take more suggestions, as it were. Like I said, I've got a couple already, but I want more. I want to know what y'all want me to watch from this show. But yeah, that's about all I got. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please let me know if you did. Please let me know what you think of the format going forward. And I will catch you next time with your requested episodes of Adventure Time. Take it easy, everybody.